On this week's show, joining Team Red, we can't seem to get fucking rid of him like a bad smell that just hangs around. Ahoy hoy, it's Planarwalk. Oh, look at the little baby. Not sure we should have minors on the show, to be honest, but whatever. Hello to Dracofire. And their team captain, whose face is the top image result when you search for cruel and unusual punishment, Rhetoric. Joining Team Vanilla, representing an entire generation that ruined the planet for everyone else, then complains that millennials are lazy, it's okay Boomah. Fighting stupidity with logic and cheese, and a shiny bald head, it's Mr. Sensible. And their team captain who, well, best way to describe him, have you ever seen a cat having the zoomies? Yeah, that's almost as annoying as him. It's Brainy Beaver. And introducing your host, who says he's smart, but has ruined loads of my white tops because he's too fucking stupid to do laundry unsupervised. FTFE.
Hello and welcome to Stupidity is Not a Right. The show about people so stupid they use Lysol as deodorant. These people are called flat earthers. I once offered a flat earther some pizza. Then I gave him a ball of rolled up dough rolled in toppings, and he couldn't tell the difference. Maybe they aren't as stupid as we think they are. Maybe they just can't see shapes. It's okay if they call the world flat, as long as they also call basketballs frisbees. Personally, I think that flat earthers believe the world is flat because as children they were just beaten with globes. Alright, on with the show. We have 3 rounds of stupid to get through. The first round is called Flerfs Say What, where I will show each team 2 videos of a flat earth crayon muncher about to do or say something stupid. Once I've shown the video, the team has 2 minutes to figure out what happens next before the team captain has to give me an answer. A correct answer means a point, a wrong answer means eternal shame. And we will start with Mr. Sensible on Team Vanilla. Hello, Mr. Sensible, welcome to the show. You're muted. You're muted. Why are you muted?
Bugger. I always have these sound issues. Always.
It's not an FTFE stream about some kind of thing.
I said, thank you very much, Fight. I'm really pleased to be here. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Oh, I'm really happy to have you on. I don't claim to be sensible. In fact, I'm kind of an asshole. So it makes sense that I argue with flat earthers. So why do you do it?
Bit like Everest, really. Because they're there.
Right, so you've done something recently called Mage, which has really annoyed a lot of flat earthers. Just tell us briefly about that, would you?
Well, what I did was I sent a weather balloon up with not 1, not 2, but 3 cameras, 2 wide-angle cameras, one to look at the balloon, one just for the great view, and a narrow-angle, non-distorting lensed camera together with a reference frame string line, and we sent it up to 38 and 3/4 kilometers. And what did I do? I took a photo of the curved horizon. And that's do they amazing. Not like that?
No, they really don't. I've used it quite a few times in my debates, and congratulations for doing that. It's an amazing thing that you've not only done that, but you've done a few other little experiments that are great to use in debates. And I kind of just laugh and point at the stupid, but then we got people like you who are actually going out of the way to do experiments to prove the the Crayon Munching Brigade wrong rather than just calling them stupid. So thank you for making my job easier. That's very nice of you.
My pleasure.
Right, time to choose. You get 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, lucky 3. Half of 33 apparently.
A solar eclipse will happen every single month. And why? Because it takes 27 days, 27 point something days for the moon to orbit the Earth. So at some point it's going to cross the sun. And it does it every single month. Now, I have no explanation for why it takes every 100 years for America to get one, because the law of probability dictates that it should be every few years, but we're being told it's once every 100 years.
That is my very good friend, Anthony Riley. If you ever need any legal advice, that's the man that you should go to. Trying to figure out why we don't have solar eclipses. But what does he say next about solar eclipses? How dumb is it? It's really dumb, but how dumb is it? Team Vanilla, you've got 2 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. And when you're ready, I'll ask your captain, as much as he is a captain, I guess, Brainy Beaver, for the answer.
Oh, man. Did he use eggs back then? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know if he discovered them yet.
Discovery Vigs.
Now I'm the one that's muted. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember this one. So, man, my memory is like a pigeon. I almost need to hear it again. But at the same time, what do you guys think? You go ahead there, Sensible. What do you think he was going with that?
I have seen that before. I'm sure I've seen that before because it was to do with conspiracy cats. He, I'm sure it was him did some response to that.
Can we hear it one more time there? What do you guys think? Do you want to hear it one more time?
Yeah, it won't hurt, will it?
Yeah, if we could. I mean, the guy's got
Let's hear it one more time.
You can't be that silly.
Okay,
you can't be
one
that
more
silly
time.
pulling just one dick all the time, so he's got to have two.
All right, here it is again.
A solar eclipse will happen every single month. And why? Because it takes 27 days, 27 point something days for the moon to orbit the Earth. So at some point, it's going to cross the sun. And it does it every single month. Now, I have no explanation for why it takes every 100 years for America to get one. Because the law of probability dictates that it should be every few years. But we're being told it's once every 100 years.
Right, yeah. So he's talking about the solar eclipse, saying it's once every 100 years. But what does he say next?
I think he's so sure of it, so sure about it, he's going to put a bet down. He did do that, didn't he? He did do that.
Okay, Boomah, what do you think?
I'm going to say, well, the guy's basically about as funny as a fart in an elevator, so he's going to come out with some outlandish thing like, this will take us into a phase where the moon just can't really be there or something along those lines. He's going to say it doesn't exist or it's a hologram or something like that.
Ooh.
I actually do see...
God.
I do
Brainy.
see logic though, in that it does rotate.
All right, Brainy, you're the captain. Man. You get the final say. What's he going to say next?
I don't like being responsible for these kinds of decisions. I think that... oh, man... Do you guys think that he put zoom in on my face? Why is this? What is this, trying to terrorize people? What the fuck? Anyways, do you guys think that he was going to talk about like how it being hidden from us though? Like how it happens every month and yet they must be like making it, you know what I mean?
Well, he's
not, it's not real.
We know he's going to get it wrong. He's going to get it wrong.
Of course
he's got to be wrong.
See, this is the problem I always have with getting these right is because I don't know, like, it's like, I think they're really dumb. It's just like, how dumb do we put it? And really, they say so many crazy things that you could almost just like pull words out of a hat and assemble them on the table and probably come close as anything.
All right. Final answer,
I'm going to go
please,
with
Brainy.
Mrs. Sensibles. I'm going to go with Mrs. Sensibles. He's putting money on the table over something, but I don't think you made an assertion as to what we think he's talking about though.
What's to do? He's saying it's every month.
Every month. Yeah, he's claiming every month there's it happens every month, so it should be happening. I guess what he's gonna say is it should be happening way more often than they're saying, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Okay, here is what was actually said by my good friend Anthony Riley.
But we're being told it's once every 100 years. So there is a solar eclipse every month. The only problem is we don't see it because it's usually over the water. So you can bet me £1,000 because you have to come up with the reason for why it's not when the moon orbits the Earth once every month, you Burke.
Yeah, there we have it. He wants to bet £1,000 that there is a solar eclipse every month. We just don't see it because it's over the water. Nothing to do with the fact that, the moon wobbles in its ecliptic plane and the shadow will be going into space sometimes, but whatever. I'm going to give you a point, Brainy, because let's face it, you need it. Well done. Woo! Yay!
Tell me right now, I don't like this.
Over to Team Red and Dracofire. You doing okay, Draco? Need a bottle? Nap time?
All right, say that again, Craig. Issues.
Whoa! Someone take this blade off of the miner.
When Emma said that.
Now,
sword to the kid.
As one of the youngest members of the FTFE community, what do the youth think of the flat Earth?
Refer again to the sword. I think that's all I need to say.
Do you ever talk to your friends about the flat Earth nonsense that you watch?
Sometimes, and they like to laugh at Flerfs just as much as I do. So there's hope for the youth.
Yeah, there's hope for the youth. As long as they don't also think the Earth is flat. In a recent survey, as much as 12% of American youth thought that the Earth was actually flat, which is a terrifying thing. Maybe an indictment of the American education system, who knows. Draco, thank you for coming. Time to choose what we've got left. We have 1, 2, or 4.
Well, since I want to feel older, I'll just pick the biggest number. So I'll pick 4.
4.
This is the current President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. On 20th July 2019, it will be the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, and I believe President Trump will announce on that day.
That is the greatest Flat Earth
God.
rapper in the world, Multi Tom Tom. Thank you, Mr. Sensible, for this. You horrible,
Hey,
horrible
no
person.
worries, no worries.
Oh my God.
He says that on the 50th anniversary of the NASA moon landings, President Donald Trump was going to make an announcement. But what did he say that announcement was? It's dumb. Team Red, over to you. 2 minutes.
Isn't he just
Well-
going to say that, oh, on the 50th anniversary, President Trump will say that it was fake and that we fooled you bitches the entire time, or something like that? That seems to be like the most obvious one.
Multi Tom Tom is
Well-
pretty stupid, but who knows?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
true, but he's also not very clever. And because he's not very clever, he's going to go with the simplest possible BS story he could come up with, and that is the simplest. Oh, so basically there's 50 years, and since we already had our dick measuring contest with the Russians, we've already won. I guess we can just come out and say that it was fake or something like that.
Could you imagine if on the 50th anniversary, Trump had gone out and been like, yeah, space is all a lie, the Earth is flat, NASA are fake. Like,
This is coming from the guy that made the Space Force and was so proud of himself.
wasn't he the only president in recent years to like actually increase NASA's budget as well? Yeah, but what do you reckon, Dracofire?
Well, I remember the 50th anniversary very well because I actually made an Instagram post about it. And I don't remember Trump saying anything, so I'm not sure. I think Reds might be onto something though. Maybe he will say that, Trump was going to announce that everything was all a lie. I mean, what else could he say? Trump's going to say that dogs don't exist or something? I don't know.
That was next.
Yeah, no, Trump did mention that,
Oh, sorry,
bleach
that was next.
something about drinking bleach for coronavirus, but anyway. Planarwalk, what do you think?
Intravenous UV injections.
Yeah.
I think that I think that what Trump would do is he's going to announce a new brand of cheese that comes directly from the moon, and that's what-
Cheese.
Moon cheese. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
moon
actually
cheese.
a good.
Oh, I'd
you're
like
right.
to try that.
That is nice.
I thought that was the our main source of cheese anyway. Isn't that where cheese comes from, the moon?
I mean,
Toe cheese?
that's-
Wait, that's toe jam. Never mind.
That's what people tell me. Anyway, I'm just gonna speed this up because I'm already late for my flight. I need to head off to Egypt so that I can scare the tanker off the shoreline. So I'm gonna go with
No shit.
I'm gonna go with the answer I came up with, which was he is going to claim that Donald Trump is gonna make an announcement that the moon landing was a hoax, and the reason why you can trust me is because I know all the best words, all the best words.
Oh, the best
What's
words,
that?
with the best
Tom Tom
grammar.
It
Good
is the
call.
best words.
Well, here is what Naughty Tom Tom actually said next.
It will be the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, and I believe President Trump will announce on that day that the moon landings and the whole space program has been faked by NASA. Now, the point
Yep,
of this
I was
video
right.
is for all NASA fanboys.
There we go. Multi Tom Tom said that President Trump, on the 50th anniversary of the moon landings, was going to announce that NASA were in fact fake and the entire thing was a hoax. Reds, remind me, did that happen?
No, it didn't.
No. Oh, weird.
Yeah, that totally did not happen at all.
And you know what's really dumb? He's still got his prediction video on his channel.
Has he ever said anything about it? Oh, we need to try and get him to mention the fact that that never happened. Or is he one of these people that still thinks that President Trump is actually president?
Oh yeah, I think he is.
probably a QAnon.
Well done, Team Red. You get a point for that one. Now we go back over to Team Vanilla. And hello, OK Boomah. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for letting me on board, guys. Hey, I
No
was out
worries.
earlier. I noticed there was a big full moon almost happening too. So whenever you don't wake up naked on the other side of town on the full moon, it's always a good day. So that's what I'm in for. So,
I mean, 4 out of 5.
Tell
yeah,
me,
I'm sorry if we're damaging your IQ. I really am. You're part of NASA Bunker 33, right? Which obviously riffs on the fact that flat earthers think we're all paid by NASA to debunk the flat Earth, which we're not, honest. But why do you think Flerfs distrust NASA so much?
Well, apparently it's Hebrew for, I don't know, we didn't go to the moon or something like that. I don't know. I don't listen to them. They actually deprive your brain of oxygen. And I think stupidity is contagious. They're proving that. That's something they are onto, that we can get made stupider by flat earthers. So they're achieving their goal to some extent there.
I do say that the internet and Facebook and YouTube especially have allowed the village idiot to leave the village and find the other village idiots and then form communities made out of just village idiots, which is a very dangerous thing.
A village without its idiot is a very worried village. You need your village idiot, and you need to know where he is and what he's doing. So he can get up to all sorts of shit.
Keep an eye on the idiots.
I'm sorry. I admit when I don't know something.
Right, so that was a little clip from a debate that I had with Flat Earth G's, Aussie G's on the Non-Secretary show a few years ago.
Greg,
and there was a question from...
Before you continue, check stream, buffering like hell.
Oh, it seems all right on my end now.
It's back. It's back up. It's back up.
It dropped for a second.
You might want to redo that one just so that the audience can see it.
Right, okay, we'll play that again.
Yeah, they missed most of the clip.
Thank you.
Can the Flerfer explain a portal axle? Are they fake? I don't know what that means, actually. What's a portal axle?
What's that? A portal axle?
Portal axle. I don't know what that means either. I'm sorry. I admit when I don't know something.
So that was a little clip from the Non-Sequitur show a couple of years ago where I debated Flat Earth Aussie Jesus. And there was a question from the audience, something along the lines of, can the Flat Earther explain what a portal axle is? No one really knew what the question meant, but Flat Earth Aussie Jesus had a go at answering the question anyway. So what did he say next? Team Vanilla, over to you. And you're muted again, Mr. Sensible.
Whoa.
Portal access.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not now. There we go.
No,
I can't remember that far back. I was too young to have watched that.
You're
not as old as me then.
So he talked about a portal access? Is that what he said? Sorry.
Well, the question from the audience was, can the Flat Earther explain what a portal access is? Or a portal axis? We weren't really sure what the question meant. It never really got answered. But Flat Earth Aussie Jesus had a go at answering anyway. Yeah, so what is he going to say?
Something about time travel? Wormholes?
Oh. He's going to refer to his production career, I'd say. Whatever he does in the way of attempting to make films. So he'll try to say, back when I made some particular documentary. Or where's my white lab coat? Could be the other one.
No, I think you're thinking of JM Truth there. This is Flat Earth Aussie Jesus.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This
is the guy that said tennis was CGI. So bear in mind, whatever he's going to say is going to be batshit crazy.
He loves.
Is he going to talk about like the axis of evil by chance or something? Portal axis.
Oh, you're on the way there.
Gear Striber says it's a portal axle that the question was, but the question's kind of irrelevant. It's Flat Earth Aussie Jesus' response.
No, that's what I mean. Like my answer's as relevant as any. We know. What do you guys think? You guys have to help me here because I'll go with like some sort of like when I think Axis, I think like the Axis powers, and they were dicking around like Hitler was dicking around with like portals, and whether he wasn't making them necessarily, just like he thought he might be able to. There's some belief he was toying with that shit. Go ahead.
I'm going to throw portal as into another world and axial spinning around. I'm sensing Wonder Woman-y types charms spinning in, spinning out. Something's morphing in, morphing out. The art of special effects.
Well, what do you think? What do you think, Sensible? Should we go with his answer? Let's go with his answer.
It's as good as anything because I mean this is the guy talking about inflatable moons dug out the Grand Canyon. So let's go for it.
All right, Brainy, what's the final answer?
I've forgotten my partner's name.
Okay, Boomah.
Boomah.
Okay, Boomah.
Boomah.
Okay, Boomah. We're gonna go with Okay Boomah's answer. Is that it was Oh man, you say it again. You did it better than I could do it.
Interdimensional spinny shit, like a TARDIS, something or other. There.
Yeah, like
one of those.
So,
something to do with the portal.
Yeah.
So the answer is something to do with the portal, and he is gonna talk about like an axis. He's gonna talk about spinning.
Well,
Yeah,
here
absolutely.
is what was actually said next.
Portal axle. I don't know what that means either. I'm sorry. I admit when I don't know something.
No. Well, I actually think the sun is an interdimensional portal, and it's diluting light from a higher realm.
Yeah, Flat Earth Aussie Jesus thinks that the sun is an interdimensional portal that dilutes the light from a higher realm. Bear in mind, this is the guy that also said that the giants dug the moon out of the Grand Canyon, melted it into quartz, filled it with helium, put it in the sky to box worshipping the gods, the sun even. Also said tennis is CGI. Also said that pendulums are tools that the diviners use to detect demons. So don't be surprised when he said something as batshit crazy as that. I'm going to award Brainy Beaver and Team Vanilla another point. Well done, guys.
Okay,
Yay! Back over to Team Red,
guys.
As a tennis player, I can confirm
I
that
just
tennis is
realised
CGI.
it's actually as hard to get this game wrong and derail it than it is to actually win it. So my plans aren't working.
No, you're not doing very well right now. Back over to Team Red and Planarwalk. Hey, Planarwalk, have you received the legal paperwork about the restraining order? You're not allowed within 20 meters of me. We thought it would keep you off the show, but you're somehow still here.
I think that I don't know what happened to the messenger.
Yeah, he never came back.
Yeah.
Strange. So anyway, I was
didn't get Draco to stab them. I'm certainly not Draco myself.
You're not Draco? Right, I thought you were Heath. Anyway, I found some baby Planarwalk footage, and I'm going to embarrass you by showing everybody it.
Now, I
love the steering wheels. Only problem? Across all consoles or just
Oh my
PC?
god.
Across all consoles.
Hey, it's me!
Only problem is like the ones where the gearbox is down there, so you just have like to push your foot on them, like you feel like you're really driving. Well, there's also the...
Why am I on the screen?
I don't know the best game for learning how to drive? GTA. Just steal a car and get going.
This is riveting stuff, Planner, I must say. Well, the paddly things on the back. What were they called? Gear shifters, maybe. That video is about 8 years old, I think.
So was he.
Yeah, I know.
I actually do have a reaction to that video on my channel.
Do you?
I think it was my 500 subscriber special. Like halfway through, I decided to go. This is going to be a reaction video to my oldest video. That actually isn't my oldest video, though. The oldest video was actually a play that I did back in high school.
Yeah, no, I did try watching that one. It was very, very old. But the thing is, I mean, you look 12 now and you looked about 4 then, so... Anyway, you don't get a choice. There's only one left. What have we got? Number 1. Here we go.
E. Agreed?
Anthony, that's a gradient of pressure.
No, it's a density gradient, Craig.
Yeah, what's it caused by?
The density itself. All the relative densities relative to themselves. Pardon?
What's density? That is a little clip from a debate I had with Anthony Riley about 18 months ago, where we were talking about density, and he's just said it's all relative density. It's all relative density. But what does he say next? It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard a flat earther say. Team Red, 2 minutes. Over to you.
He's going to prove
He's
that
gonna say it's a
relative
force, isn't it?
He's going to prove that relative density is actually a thing by stopping whatever's holding him up and just like falling to the ground.
Well, flat earthers
falling
are one
through
of
the ground.
Flat earthers are made of one of the densest materials. Oh, usually
it probably has something to do with eggs.
I like eggs.
He's gonna say that the density of an egg is the force that pushes it through the water. That's what he's gonna say.
So it probably has something to do with eggs. It's because
it's gotta be eggs.
He's known as the egg boy for a reason.
Here comes the egg man.
Yeah, the egg man. So basically, oh boy, you thought Humpty Dumpty was screwed. Just take a look at his old YouTube channel.
I mean, I am a bit jealous of Brady. He's got this amazing ability to, do 2 streams at the same time.
Interesting.
Impressive. Very impressive.
Stream while
Without using
streaming.
Restream.
Yeah. Right then, what do you think it is then, Reds? Give us your final answer.
I mean, if you drink your own pee, is it restreaming? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
He's gonna say it, so. Basically, he was saying that the relative. You asked him what the relative densities was caused by, and God, see, this is the thing, because Riley is not clever. He's just astronomically stupid, where he accidentally becomes clever. So it's really hard to predict what he's gonna say next. So basically, my final answer is whatever Planarwalk decides.
That he says that relative density is a force.
Okay,
Relative density is a force. Final answer.
Here is
what
what
I said.
he said next.
Pardon?
What's density?
The amount of matter in an object.
Is density a force?
It clearly is a force. You're literally looking at it. You're literally looking at it right now, Chris.
There we go. There we go. Density is a force. Something that is mathematically impossible and one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Apparently, the amount of mass over volume equals a force. It's he should go and collect his Nobel Prize. That's all I can say. But congratulations, Team Red. You also get another point. That means the scores at the end of round 1 are 2 each. Woo! Brainy, you're not losing yet.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Yay.
Yes.
Hey, can I just put out, guys, that's probably Riley's existential crisis.
Oh.
Snap.
Right, round 2 is called Captain versus Captain, where the two teams, captains, Reds, Rhetoric, and Brainy Beaver, have to remove their brains and pretend to be a Flerf. I'll say 5 things to each of them, and they have to respond as though they were a flat earther. Whoever is the best flat earther, I'll give a point to. Each captain gets 5 tributes per season, and they've used 1 each. So the question is, do either Red or Brainy want to use a tribute right now?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm letting what's his name again here?
Okay,
Told me
Boomah.
his name.
Boomah.
Okay, Boomah. It's because it's not the same on here as it is on this, so I'd use that. But yeah, okay, Boomah. I want to hear him. I want to hear him give his best, because you know what? He's already said that he's like basically failing. He's like winning at failing or failing at winning. I'm not entirely sure how you look at that, but so I think he's actually best suited maybe for this job. To be honest with you, it's possible.
Okay then. All right, Reds, what about you? Are you going to use a tribute?
Yeah, I'm
Can't turn it down, apparently.
going to have Draco take this one.
Yay!
Draco. Right, so we are having
All right.
OK Boomah versus Draco. Let me just get that set up.
I mean, if it was Planarwalk
Can I
versus
phone
Draco,
a
it'd be like
friend?
the children together. It'd be so cute to watch those two toddlers wrestle.
I don't know.
That's yeah. Don't ever say that again on my channel.
I'm a little
Two toddlers
bit
wresling
more
is not
vicious
something we
towards
want
you
to
guys
talk
want to
about.
pervert everything.
Okay, just to reiterate, what happens is
Let me
I
just-
will say 5 statements. I say it to each of you, and you each get a chance to respond to me as though you are a flat earther. You are representing your teams here, and we are going to go first over to Dracofire for Team Red. The first statement is, after landing the Perseverance rover on Mars, they're now getting ready to fly the first ever aircraft on another planet. A planet with 1% the atmosphere of Earth. What do you think about that?
What, you mean that paper helicopter, that little paper clip that's held together with a little bit of duct tape? You think that's gonna fly? That could never fly. It takes not even airplanes can fly. So how could they fly on Mars if they can't even fly here? It's all fake. It's such a lie. Can't believe
Not
you
even
say that.
airplanes can fly? That's about as dumb as flat earthers. Okay, Boomah, what about you?
Can I phone a friend? I don't know. Is this microphone on? I'll just obfuscate into say it's. I don't know. Can you define what that first word was? I think it was planet. Yeah, that's it. That's me. Am I first off?
Getting me to define definitions is very flat earther. But I'm going to give the point to Draco. Well done, Team Red. 1 point to you guys.
Oh, that was funny.
Ooh.
Statement 2,
I'm
I'm
already
going
happy
to
with
go
my
to.
decision. Don't worry.
Statement 2, I'm going to go to OK Boomah first. OK Boomah, what do you say to the fact that all navigation is based on a globe?
It can't possibly be because a globe is a spherical sphericity type, Witsit overridden Draxonometry factor involved. So if you're going to be like Witsit, you have to think these words must mean something because they're big. So it's very dihydroammonium about it. Look, I'm just going to reveal now. Look, guys, I just use big words in order to sound more photosynthesis. I'm sorry, I've got to confess to
that. Dracofire, what do you say? All navigation is based on a globe.
It's not. Navigation is not based on a globe. That's just a lie. That stupid NASA shill Alisim. He's just trying to. That's a non sequitur. Right? No navigation is based on a globe. That's not true. It's all fake.
That is very flirty, but okay, Boomah made me laugh a lot, so I'm going to arbitrarily give the point to Team Vanilla.
I'll just concede that there. Damn. I'm so happy with my decision.
Okay, Draco. So
that was funny.
When you flat earthers talk about perspective, do you ever take into account the fact that the perspective formula is alpha equals 2 times the arctan of g over 2r, where alpha is the angular size of the object, g is the actual size of the object, and r is the distance to the object. And with this, we can figure out how big things are supposed to be based on how far away they are.
What? You're just trying to use big words to make yourself sound smarter. Okay, you don't even know that perspective will make things it'll make things disappear. Okay, and you don't even take into account the atmosphere. Okay, the atmosphere also takes things away. So perspective is you're just trying to use the big words to make yourself sound smart, and it's not gonna work on me. Okay, I'm not falling for it.
Okay, Boomah, the perspective formula is alpha equals 2 times the arctan of g over 2r. What do you say?
I've got 2 dicks, mate, because I cannot be this stupid pulling just one all the time. I didn't get past the second word that was alpha. I mean, I'm just this is getting really tricky here. So I'll just say relative perspective over towards, and there is no, you can't see curvature because that's my go-to. I just reset. I've done a chemo.
Oh, no, Flerf reset. That's a very real thing. But Dracofire gets the point there. Another one for Team Red.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Statement 4. Dracofire. No flat earther has ever gotten a degree in physics. Why is this?
Well, because they're just hiding the fact that they're flat earthers. They're scared of all you globe shills. You're just gonna hunt them down and kill them if they admit that they're a flat earther. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's actually a flat earther. He just won't say it to you. And
that shit is flat.
Bill Nye, the science guy, he's also a flat earther, okay? And Buzz Aldrin, he even said we didn't go to the moon, so he's obviously a flat earther. They're just not going to admit it because they know that you're going to come for them if they do.
I like how you went into the Neil deGrasse Tyson fallacy there. But okay, Boomah, what do you say to the fact that no flat earther has ever gotten a degree in physics?
I totally dispute that because Bob Nodell's got 15 degrees and one of those has got to be in physics. So obviously, with Bob Nodell, and I mean, seriously, look at Bob. He has got about as much charm. Bob has as much charm as a love bite on a turd. Okay, so all I'm going to say is, thanks, Bob. We do have a degree. Sorry, buddy,
Bob,
for the win on that
degrees,
one.
That's the Team Vanilla definitely gets a point there.
Game over, man. Game over.
Holy shit. Oh man. Good job.
Okay, final statement. Okay, Boomah. I think the Earth might not be a globe. I'm pretty sure that it's a cat.
Oh, sorry, can you give that to me again? Everyone was still laughing.
I said I think the Earth might not be a globe. I'm pretty sure it's a cat.
Well, no, because cats pushed everything off the edge, therefore proving it can't be a flying space pizza. But you're reckoning it's a cat? No, because it would be lording over us. And I don't know, dude, cats kind of rule the world. In fact, I believe World War II was started by Hitler's cat hating Stalin's cat. So, you threw me off the deep end, mate. That's about the best I can do on that.
Oh, what about you, Draco? I think the Earth might not be a globe. I'm pretty sure it's a cat.
What, you mean like that conspiracy cats guy? Like, what? You saying that he's the globe? That doesn't make any sense, okay? The Earth is flat, okay? It is flat, and I know flat rhymes with cat, but that doesn't count. It's flat, okay? It's flat. Demonstrate the cat's asshole. Once you can do that, then I will believe you, okay? But until you can do that, then it's flat. It will always be flat.
And I'm going to give the final point of that round to Team Red. Well done. Which means at the end of that round, the scores are Team Red has 5 and Team Vanilla has 4. Woo!
Oh,
Playing catch up,
Don't
Brainy.
we get a bonus point for the 15 degree thing. That was fabulous.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think Boomah wins joke of the week for sure, but
that was amazing.
His laugh.
Boomah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm stealing that joke.
He might be a ringer too in this event, just so everybody
I'm going to
knows.
steal that one too. Trust me.
Okay, round 3.
I'm going to steal it, and so's my wife.
Round 3 is called What's in the Flues. I will show each team 2 flat Earth based headlines from the news, with part of it blacked out. The team has 2 minutes to decide what is blacked out before the captain has to give me an answer. We're going to start by going over to Team Red and Planarwalk. Planarwalk, as we have to put up with you being here, we might ask you a question. We might as well ask you a question, right? There's a rumor that you're making a flat Earth video game. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so essentially it's a hybrid RPG and platformer game. So that's what I've been working on, and I've finally gotten... I finally added a new feature, and now it's just bug fixing all these things that the new feature creates.
When do you think it might be released for the public to play?
Yeah. Well, there's actually already a version on my Discord, but that is rather old, so I do need to release a new version sometime soon, hopefully.
And where will people be able to download it from? Are you going to sell it on Steam or anything?
Yeah, well, I'm going to first upload it, like when I eventually get the Kickstarter going, I'm going to upload it to Game Jolt, and hopefully eventually I'll get it onto Steam.
Awesome. And what's the name of the game?
Flerfs.
Flerfs. Everyone look out for Flerfs coming from Planarwalk. I'm looking forward to that. It doesn't mean that you're allowed to be here. Please stop getting past our security lockouts. Okay, you get to choose first.
Does this chloroform smell like... Does this sound like chloroform to you, FTFE?
Were you about to say, does this chloroform smell like a rag? Was that what you were about to say?
Yeah.
Okay, you get to choose first. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Let's go with 3.
Okay, so this news headline says, This morning's flat earther compares planet to blank. Yes, a flat earther that was on this morning, which is a breakfast news show from the UK, compared the planet Earth to what?
This was Mark Sargent, wasn't it?
Possibly.
I remember this. I think it was Mark Sargent that was on this morning, but I forgot what he said.
Maybe he compared the Earth to like a pizza.
He compared the Earth to a pizza.
Well, I have actually seen someone actually compare the Earth to a pizza, saying, "Oh, you go around the pepperonis, you get to the olives."
Wait, he said the headline says planet, so obviously it's not talking about the flat Earth. I think it's a beach ball. I think he says that it's a beach ball.
What do you think, Reds? A flat earther on a TV breakfast show compared the planet to what?
I have absolutely no idea. It's I'm gonna say that he compared the flat Earth to. I mean, if it's a cooking show, it has to be like a pizza, right? I'm gonna go with. Does pizza sound right? I'm gonna go with pizza. Does pizza sound right to you guys? Does pizza sound right?
I don't know.
We can go with that.
I'm gonna say he compares planet to pizza. Final answer. Let's go pizza.
And here's what the headline actually said. This morning's flat earther compares planet to the Truman Show, as he calls Tim Peake fake. That's right.
That's right.
The king of flat earthers, Mark Sargent, was on This Morning with Philip Schofield, and compared Earth to the Truman Show. He said, yeah, we're in a dome. We're all being watched, just like the Truman Show. And when asked about the fact that someone, a host on the show that he was on, had actually spoken to Tim Peake whilst he was on the ISS, he just said, well, Tim Peake is fake. He's not a real person. So, yeah,
Tim
good
Peake
job,
is
Mark
CGI.
Sargent.
They're all
Going
high-ranking
on
military.
national TV and proving how much of a dumbass you really are. Unfortunately, Team Red, you don't get a point there.
Yeah, that's fair. Although I am hungry for pizza, so actually that reminds me. I should probably take care of that. Let me just do something real quick. Mom!
But you're not allowed pizza. Craig will just take it.
Yeah, I didn't say you could have pizza. I mean, I had pizza earlier, so what I do is I chop down the box and you can lick the grease off, okay?
Yeah, isn't Red's in your basement? So why is he calling out to Mom?
He's a bit delirious because I haven't given him any water today.
It's actually almost time for our next torture session, Reds. I'm just gonna,
Over to Team Vanilla.
So apparently
Okay,
the lady
Boomah.
that's down here with me says they only have Little Caesar, so you know what? I'm just gonna pass.
Over to Team Vanilla and Okay, Boomah. Boomer, I like to ask this question when I can't think of anything else to write. I mean, because it's interesting to hear the answer. So, what is the dumbest thing that you've ever heard a flat earther say?
Well, they're about as desirable as diarrhea in a wetsuit, so they're best avoided at the best of times. Dumbest thing one's ever said. Lemon Bird. I don't know if you know him. He is a master wordsmith. In fact, the word salad. We're all up on the Lemon Birdisms. What was it?
Lemon Bird.
Molecularism must stop. So you could
I don't know.
teaching the
Maybe
kids
it
that
was
molecules
ether.
are a thing. Molecularism must stop. It must be put to a
Molecularism
stop
must
to. So
stop.
lemon single.
What the fuck?
Yes, molecularism.
What the fuck is
What does that
molecular?
mean? Okay.
It's molecules.
It's... Wow, yeah, thanks, Flat Earthers. Okay, Boomer, time to choose. What have we got left? We have 1, 2, or 4.
I think we'll go lucky number 2 because they've won us one last time, and so I'll try
Here
to
we go.
lose this time. Law of
Number
averages.
2. So, the second headline says... Enter the paranoid world of Flat Earth conspiracy blank. What's the missing word there at the end? Enter the paranoid world of Flat Earth conspiracy what? Team Vanilla, 2 minutes. Over to you.
T-shirt sellers.
I think it can.
At merchants.
Oh man.
It could be anything.
It could.
I want to say flat Earth sex toys.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
Oakley, yeah, his purple toy.
A lot of things are flat and wide though, so it's not a popular. It's not as popular as it could be.
Paddles.
I'm in.
Spanking paddles.
Yes. Being
Brady
robbed
Beaver.
a dick point by a flat earth.
Flat
I
earth
could
with
see
a
a flat earth
spanking
pointing a
paddle.
dildo. I could see a flat earth pointing a dildo. You'd be robbed at dick point.
What's the? Can I see the title again? The just how it looks again, like everything, the way it's just
Enter the paranoid world of Flat Earth conspiracy what?
Science papers.
Flat Earth conspiracy science papers. There's no such thing, Mr. Sensible.
That's the conspiracy.
Yeah.
all-inclusive vacations. Flat Earth erotica.
Dumpster diving.
Flat Earth conspiracy erotica for one.
Oh, I don't want to read
What
that.
about dumpster diving smorgasbord?
Oh.
Probably a bit large for that gap though.
All right, final answer, Brainy.
Oh Lord! So what do you guys think is your final answer, so I can decide? Well, since we threw a lot of shit in the air,
Theories.
Yeah,
Flat Earth
nothing landed.
conspiracy theories.
we tried to hit the fan, is what we were trying to do.
So we
We just didn't make
Truths.
it.
They don't call them theories. They call them truths.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
just
gotta be
say
flat earth
theories or
conspiracy
truths.
truths.
But this is a news article though, so flat Earth lunacy? No, let's just say theory, I guess.
Okay.
It's too easy, isn't it?
All right.
Oh yeah.
Is that your final answer, Brainy?
All right. Let's do it. This
Okay.
feels like a fail.
Final answer is theory. Let's see what the headline actually said. Enter the paranoid world of
Oh
Flat
my
Earth conspiracy music. This comes from a story
not
on
what he told Tom.
electronicbeats.net. where it's talking about Grammy-nominated American rapper and producer B.O.B. using his Twitter account to post anti-Semitic and flat Earth conspiracy theories. And it apparently spawned an entire group of flat Earth music people. Oh my God, yeah.
I've tried to cheat. I can't find these when I look for them.
Oh, my wife is actually the one that goes and finds all these flat Earth news stories for me, so she's the one doing that work. So unfortunately, no point for you, Team Vanilla. So we go back over to Team Red. Dracofire, are you worried that because you're so young and your brain is still developing, you might be damaging yourself permanently with flat Earth?
Yeah, I've noticed my IQ has dropped by about 25 points since I started watching your channel. So,
what do you think the average?
for that.
What do you think the average IQ of flat earthers is on a scale of 1 to 10?
Negative 55.
Negative 55.
33, actually. Sorry, negative 33.
Okay, Draco, you get to choose what we got left. We got 1 or 4.
Well, want to be the bigger number, so I'll pick 4.
4 again. So this Flat Earth News headline says, man launches crowdfunder to what? Man launches a crowdfunder to what? This is quite a recent story. You may have heard this, but we'll see. Team Red, 2 minutes. What have you got?
I know this one, but I forgot it.
I know too. It's the same thing.
I mean,
crowdfunder to get out of homelessness.
I was thinking. I actually wanted to interview this guy. He launched a crowdfunding campaign to send a flat earther to space because he wanted to prove them wrong. I actually tried to get in contact with this guy for a future
That's
video.
what it was.
Yep, I know all about it.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
Planarwalk, do you agree with your teammates?
Yeah, I do. Although I still think that Nathan Thompson's probably going to launch a crowdfunder to, or would it be? Actually, no. It would be Austin would launch a crowdfunder to fix his RV. But I'll go with what my teammates say.
Yeah, what other crowdfunders
tried to get this guy? I tried to get this guy on for an interview because I thought that shit would just be fucking hilarious. But yeah, basically, it's he wanted to start a crowdfunding campaign to send a flat earther to space because he wanted to show them how big dipshits they've been.
Okay, that's your final answer. Let's see what the headline actually said. Man launches crowdfunder to send flat earther to space to prove them wrong. Absolutely. This was a headline that was actually retweeted by Elon Musk, among other people. A guy from the UK started a crowdfunder to send a flat earther to space because lots of tourist missions to space are coming up. Like they're talking of putting up a space hotel, civilian missions to the ISS just for holidays and stuff. And they wanted to see if they could get a flat earther to go into space. Unfortunately, not enough was raised because I think most people know that flat earthers probably wouldn't even take the chance to do it. Red tried to contact the guy. She did speak to the guy. And initially he did say that he would come on and talk about it, but it seems that he became a little bit shy with all the attention that he was getting. I don't think he expected it to blow up as it did. But yes, someone did try and launch a crowdfunder to send a flat earther to space. Well done, Team Red. You get another point. Which unfortunately means
I'm gonna tell you, your case for it not being rigged is not going well. For you know, what a coincidence! It happened to be the guy that he invited to.
If he achieves his mission by proving space is fake, that's going to prove the firmament, which means he's going to look like a splattered fly on the window in summertime.
I'd love to actually strap a flat earther to a Soyuz rocket and send them into space, not so that they would see the curve, just because they wouldn't be breathing anymore, really. That's a bit harsh. So anyway, we're going to go over to Mr. Sensible, and this question is just for honor because you guys can't win. Mr. Sensible, so if you did do Mage 3, which flat earther would you attach to the balloon and why?
Oh man. I think it would have to be Nathan Oakley.
Oh, he's fucking Oakley for sure. That's 100%
and it's nothing to do with proving the curve or anything like that. I just want to try and get him out of the UK.
just as he goes up.
There's a problem though. any Flerf that you attach to it would just be too dense and would stop the rocket, not rocket, stop the Maid from getting
But
off
it
the
wouldn't have
ground.
to go up for long, because then, of course, the world's going to whiz away underneath them at 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean,
So-
on the off chance that they do make it up, I mean, they'll just claim that you surgically replaced their eyes with the video feed of a curvature. So.
Wide angle eyes.
Wide angle eyes. That's right.
I think that should be part of Mage Free, though. You should put the offer out to flat earthers. If any flat earther would like to be involved in Mage Free, actually be involved with Mage Free, we'll put you on the payload. No worries. Right, Mr.
Excess
Sensible.
ballast.
You don't get to choose. What do you have left? You have number 1.
No, I wanted to choose number 1 anyway.
There we go.
Yes, that's why.
So, this headline says, Flat Earthers explain why we don't fall off the edge of our planet, and it involves what?
Bullshit.
Reds may know the answer to this one because he's actually
we know
debated
the
the person
answer
that
to
this one is about. But over to you, Team Vanilla. 2 minutes.
It's very simplistic. It's that ice wall, damn it.
Perhaps it's
No,
just
it's the battling tops.
a government-funded safety rail.
The government-funded
No,
safety
it's
rail.
like battling tops. It's
Well,
like
wait,
battling
they got
tops
this-
and they're just flying around.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like safety harnesses. Very similar to what but you know, like you get those, like you got to like put the harness on. It's got the little tether at the back that lets go. I just assumed that when you got near the edge, it was like when you went on the CN Tower and they strapped you up, you know.
Well, if the Earth was flat, it could be like a brilliant tourist attraction, you know. Hang over the edge of the Earth. You know, they just get to the edge, they clip on a carabiner to you, they hang you over the edge for a little
That's
bit.
exactly
you know?
what they do at the CN Tower. That's what I'm saying. That's the way they would do it. They just let you hang over the edge and feel like, oh man.
Flat
look at
Feet
that. I
Pete
can
was
see Joey
doing that, but he
Jimmy
wasn't attached
Flatfoot.
properly.
What's his name? Tony Flatfoot? Tony
Flat Feet Pete.
Flatfoot Pete. Oh, you'd be like, Pete's down there. Pete! Oh my God, he's been hanging off the edge this whole time, guys.
So
Get
if
him
you
some water, guys. Water. Throw some water.
I'll cut
I
the
got
rope.
vod- I
I'll
got
cut the
some
rope.
vodka.
Just hold on.
if you were able to look
in the
over the edge
birthplace
of
of
Flat Earth,
Planarwalk.
if you were able to look
In the
over the edge of
birthplace
Flat
of
Earth, what
Planet-
do you think you'd see?
Sorry, say it again.
In the birthplace of Planarwalk, they actually started bungee jumping. I've now got a Flat Earth special where it's bungee-less bungee jumping.
Just let go, right?
It's a matter of
You
time.
just hang.
Oh.
Brainy, if you were able to hang over the edge of the Flat Earth, what do you think you'd see?
I mean, like I said, first, I'm sure Flatfoot Pete's out there somewhere.
Right, you
And
Just
then
floating.
second of all, I was expecting to see the tips of turtle feet.
Yeah,
is actually what I
absolutely.
would expect to see. Just a little.
What are you
Probably.
doing?
You,
I-
yeah, you
that's-
probably can't get far enough over to see the whole thing, but because I imagine that the Earth on back is pretty big. But I would hope that you just like when you look over and you see the prop, you know, like the wash from the prop, we'd be able to see just maybe the little tips of the nails kind of kicking along as we swam through the ether, you know.
I've heard it's turtles all the way down.
Face off the other side.
But Brainy, final answer, please. What was the reason why you couldn't go off the edge of the Flat Earth?
Oh, it's held in by an impassable wall of ice.
Is that your final
Either
answer?
that, or it's going to be like, it's either final answer. It's ice. Either an endless winter, like ice forever, and so you can't get to the actual edge because it's an impossible thing, or the wall is tall enough that you physically. But it's ice. Their answer is cold iciness. You can't go there because of ice.
Like a cold icy knife
Winteriness.
dagger or something.
Yeah, like a cold icy knife dagger. Exactly.
And here's what the
That's
headline
why-
actually
that's what's
said.
Here goes.
Flat Earthers explain why we don't fall off the edge of the planet, and it involves
What the fuck?
Pac-Man.
No.
Yes.
How in the world am I supposed to get this shit?
Oh, man.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
right.
this is bullshit.
I was right then. I said that at the start. It's
This
bullshit.
comes from a story on livescience.com where it's talking about a Flat Earth conference in the UK, and it says, at this conference they are presenting their scientific evidence for such a disc. One of the more interesting pieces of evidence came from the speaker Darren Nesbitt, who referred to the Pac-Man effect as the reason why planes don't fall off the edge of the Earth. According to the science news website physicsastronomy.org, when a plane or other object reaches the edge of the horizon, such as when Pac-Man reaches the edge of the screen, the object will teleport from one side of the planet to the other, and the Pac-Man entering from the other side of the screen.
Oh no.
It
Reds,
just depends on which sect you're listening to. Like, you
Red,
know.
Reds did debate someone with the same theory, didn't you, Reds?
Oh yeah. It was
Awake Souls, I believe.
Awake Souls and the Limitless.
Souls.
They
That's
actually
right.
said that the reason why the sun does what it does is because we're actually in a simulation, and the simulation is a lot like what you have in Pac-Man.
Brilliant. Unfortunately, you don't get a point.
I'm a dumb flat earther, and I don't understand science.
And that sound means it's the end of the round and the end of the show. The final scores are Team Red has 6 and Team Vanilla has 4, meaning that is the 5th victory for Team Red to Team Vanilla's 1.
Up yours.
I don't worry about things that are out of my control.
I want to just thank.
It's faked.
I just want to thank Wolfie. OK Boomer, because he was actually a double agent this whole time.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. And the $20 is in my pocket. Thank you very much. We'll be drinking that. Hey, just on the Pac-Man
you weren't
effect
supposed
thing,
to say that.
what happens when you take the booster? You know, when you take the booster on the Pac-Man, does the world suddenly become globe, or does gravity reverse, or what happens when you get?
I don't know, maybe that's the
just
point where you
turn
can eat the globies.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You just turn into something resembling Dwayne Johnson, and you get to go beat up all the globies.
Is it like he goes through stages? Every once in a while, Dwayne Johnson turns into a monster, and then he comes back a bit.
Oh, you should see him but now in the filming for Black Adam.
Monster Delroyd.
Dwayne Johnson actually is like twice as big as he ever was now while he's filming for Black Adam. But anyway, that is the end of the
Maybe just
show.
for a movie. He dialed her down at one point. Go ahead, sir.
That's the end of the show. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Stupidity Is Not Right. Come back next week for another episode. There will be a brief after show after this to say thank you to everyone that sent super chats and say thank you to everyone in the chat. I really do appreciate you coming and watching this live. I want to say thank you to our guests, Planarwalk, Dracofire, and their team captain, Red's Rhetoric, OK Boomer, Mr. Sensible, and their team captain, Brainy Beaver. Thank you very much. You can find links to all their channels in the description. We will see you next week. And remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat earth. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat.
You have to start paying the guests to be on Team Vanilla.
Fight the flat.
You couldn't pay me to be on Team Vanilla.
So kind of like working with toddlers.
All right, Brady. All right, that's it. I'm coming out. That was very fun.
Yeah, that was fun.